Good afternoon, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with a late afternoon CGC unboxing, a live CGC unboxing. And guys, while I was preparing, you may have noticed I was about, 3 or 4 minutes late? Well, that's because a FedEx truck just pulled up and delivered 2 more boxes. So this is actually has become quite a large CGC unboxing. I had 2 boxes to share with you. Now I have 4. I hope I have enough time to share that with you guys. Yeah, because I may run out of time. I might just run out of time. I don't know. Guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser, authorized CGC dealer located up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And every so often, CGC, which is a third-party grading company who grades comic books and other things, amongst other things, but for our purpose, comic books, sends the books back to me, books that I've sent to them on behalf of my clients, and I do live unboxings when the books come back because a lot of my clients are very excited to see what sort of grades they get, and are excited to see when their comics come back because in many cases, the comics have been gone for a very, very long time. We're not going to get into all that now, but you know what? We've got a lot to get to, so let's get to it right away. Actually, before I get there, guys, if you haven't watched What's in the Press, I uploaded a What's in the Press last night. Some really nice Marvel keys. If you're a big fan of Marvel Silver Age keys, and especially the big ones, the AF-15s and all that, gotta check out my last episode of What's in the Press because you're going to be really impressed with the books that were showcased there. Okay, let's get to it. We'll go to the overhead camera. Boom, there it is. We're going to get started. Oh, hold on one sec. I'm going to fix my... There we go. There we go. Okay, we're going to go to the overhead camera. I already have a book set up. Let's see what we have first. We've got a Web of Spider-Man #1 in a 9.6. And I don't know how many orders this is. This is a one. This might be a 1. Actually, this is actually a 1 customer order right here. So we got a Web of Spider-Man #1 in a 9.6. We have got I'm gonna make sure I check these slabs, guys, because these boxes are so beat up when they get here. Spider-Man #1, 9.8, right there. Get that centered. And another one in a 9.8. I gotta put something under there to support that. Hold on. There we go. We have an X-Men 271 featuring the first appearance of Rogue. Or sorry, when Rogue joins the X-Men, not the first appearance, mind you. There we go, in a 9. My lord. Guys, what's going on with me today? In a 9.4. Let me try to center that for you. I'm going to try to shrink that up a little bit. One sec. Let me just shrink that up so it fits a little bit nicer on here. There we go. A little too tight, I think. A little too tight. I had it set. There we go. Let's see if that works better. There we go. All right. Let's go over to the chat and see who's here while I clean these babies up. And go to the next one. We've got Davies here. Davy Clare. James is here too. The Real Hyperion. How's it going? The doctor will be in a minute. Just finishing up that double fish full. No, I haven't had one yet, Davy. I've been behaving myself. And I have not had one yet. Although you just mentioned it and it kind of made my mouth water a little bit there. So maybe it's time for one. Sam's here. If not enough time, do another show tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how far I get. If I can get through it quick enough. If not, I will do another show tomorrow. But the sooner I get them done on the show, the sooner I can get my daughter to sort them and have them ready for clients if they want to pick them up on Saturday. Dennis here. I've never heard the premise of the show. Fascinating. Only once in a blue moon, eh, Dennis? I dropped one of my sleeves down here. Here we go. Man Bat Detectives here. Hey, Doc. Happy Tuesday, all. Yes, good, man. Glad you're here. Mark Planger's also in the house. Good afternoon, sir. All right. Well, sit back, relax. We got a lot more comics to share with you. Here we go. We also have... let's get it all set up for you there. We've got a 9.8 copy. Okay. Why is that showing up there? Sorry, guys. It's just trying to get the camera to focus in a little bit nicer on the image here. One sec. Sorry, guys. That's the one I want to fix right there. There we go. All right, here we go. Spider-Man in the silver edition, number 1 silver edition. 1's nice, but 2's always nicer in a 9/8. That's awesome. What else do we have here? We also have, wow, a few more. Look at this guy. You know, I'm not going to put them down. I'll just show you. 2 more in 9/8. Nothing wrong with that. Look at that. So someone's going to be very happy. A lot of Spider-Man number 1 Torments in 9/8. I should be checking to make sure the slabs aren't cracked, though. They look pretty good. We've got a Moon Knight number 1 in a 9.4. We've got a Spectacular Spider-Man 158 in a 9.6. And we have another Spectacular Spider-Man number 98, also in a 9.6. Right there. Not the most nice. Oh, it's sliding. That's why. There we go. Let's see if I can get that centered better. There we go. Yo, yo, yo. Wayne is in the house. Man, Bat Detectives. So did anyone else see the Aquaman or the Ant-Man Quantumania trailer? Looks sweet. I checked it out yesterday. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. I'm trying not to get too excited over these Marvel movies anymore, because I find when I get too excited, I'm inadvertently or in the long run let down by them. You know, I was really getting excited about the Star Wars films, and then they would always let me down. So yeah, the trailer looks like a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Who knows what's going to happen? We have a nice comics accurate Kang, which is pretty cool. Gotta like that. Next, we have a copy of, another copy of 171 X-Men in a 9.0. All right. We have an Unlimited Spider-Man number 1 in a 9.8. Trying to center that for you guys. We got a nice copy of Moon Knight 24, awesome red covered Sienkiewicz beautifulness for at a 9.6 as well. I think I've got to shrink that picture down a little bit, guys. It's a little too big, I think. Hold on a sec. I think I got to shrink it down just a bit. I was trying to make it bigger, but bigger ain't always better. Let's see here. There we go. Let's see if that looks better. Yeah, that way you can see the whole book and it's not being cut off. It's a little bit better. All right. Next we have, this box is almost done actually. Another Moon Knight, number 14 in a 9.6. A Moon Knight number 13. Now again, this is a one-person order. That's at a 9.2. I'm sure the owner is recognizing their work. Wow, look at this. I'll just show them like this. I'll show one. Maybe I'll buy one of these off of them because I love this book. Web of Spider-Man number 1 in a 9.8. A number 2 in a 9.8. Number 3 in a 9.8. And a number 4 in a 9.8. I love that cover. Great book. That's one box. We had a lot of doubles in that box. We went through it pretty quick. At this rate, we'll be able to do all 4 boxes. Let's see what happens. And it is really hot in here. I'm pressing books behind me while they're cooling right now. Woo! And this room is toasty. Let's go over to the chat room, see who else is in the house today. Dennis says, I wasn't being sarcastic. I didn't know what the kids were seeing their grades live. Oh, I see. Yeah, they are for the first time. Wayne, ASM1 better be a 9.8 or what's the point? Everyone must have at least 5 in their collector. Yeah, really, eh? I've got a whole ton that I have to send in for grading. Wow, nice. Wayne offered $100 for Moon Knight number. Oh, I offer. I don't know if these are for sale, my friend. I don't know. But Jan Michael says, hey, Kev, love the What's in the Press yesterday. Some serious books there. You have any of those in your personal collection? Yes, I have all of those in my personal collection. If you're curious about my collection, the Comic Doctor's collection, I did a series. I did 3 or 4 videos a few months back during COVID where I kind of showed off some of my favorite books. So if you're curious to know what's in my collection, go and have a look. I think it's under the one-on-one playlist, and it's like a pink background, a green background, a blue background, and it says my collection or something like that. And I share all my biggies on there with you. So yeah, go and have a look. Yeah, I do have them in various grades. Yeah, but those books that I showed yesterday on the What's in the Press, yeah, beautiful books. And that collection has just started. Guys, oh my Lord. You should see the books. I've got another batch to share with you soon from that same collection. Those were, of course, the biggest ones. But there's still a couple of doozies left. Let me tell you. Wayne, maybe we're not the demographic for the Marvel, Star Wars, Disney movies. No, I don't think we are. Not anymore. Because we know quality. That's why. We know quality, and what we're getting is not quality. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab the other box. It's actually... Yeah, I can probably swing this one. I can swing this box. The next one, probably not, though. I'll have to go to my... Hold on a sec. Come here. There we go. Yeah. I was able just to grab this one. Beautiful. All right. Okay. Well, if you guys like some old Silver Age Spider-Man, here we go again. Kind of similar to last week. Let me pull one out and get it ready here. All right. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 51, I believe. 69, sorry. Not even close. At a 5.0. We have a Saga number 1 in a 9.6. I believe this is a slab crack. That was a 9.2 or a 9.4, I believe. We also have an ASM 61 in a 5.5. Doctor Strange in a 7.5, number 180. That's a pretty sick cover. This box has a few different orders in it. We have an ASM 41. Nice copy in a 6.0 off-white to white. Yes, these are all, I believe, reslabs. This one here, I think, was a 9.6 too. I'm going to put before and afters on my website. I'll take shots of these because these are all crack and reslabs, I believe. You know what? I'll do one more. That was a crack and reslab too. I think it was a 9.4 or 9.6. I don't remember. I don't even want to say. So keep your guys. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do it. But if you haven't gone over to my Instagram page at Comic Doc, you want to get over there, or on Facebook, one or the other, or both. Because I do post a lot of before and after pictures, and I give updates to shop hours and things like that. If you're local, it's probably a very good idea to get over there and just follow me on that. But I do post a lot of images over there. Okay, I gotta go back to the chat because I gotta pack these babies up. Man Bat Detective says, yes, I know, Doc, we both on the same vibe. I tried to get too excited, but it does seem interesting. No, 100%. It does seem interesting. Am I going to go see it? Of course. Did I buy my Black Panther tickets? Yes, I have. But am I super excited about it? No. I'm trying to be a little relaxed about it because, you know what? It's like waiting for a present at Christmas time or your birthday and you don't get the present you want, or it's the wrong color or the wrong size. That's kind of what's happening right now with these friggin' movies. And also, by the way, if you haven't seen Black Adam, go check it out. It was actually, it wasn't the most, intelligently written piece of film I've ever seen, but it was fun. It was a fun movie. And the ending, I'm sure you all know about it already, but I won't spoil it for you, was I was actually quite happy and surprised. But it was an enjoyable night at the movies. It was kind of just like dumb fun. There's some great play with character. Again, the storyline was a little bit weak. If they would have just tweaked that storyline a little bit more, it would have been real. I think it could have been really a fantastic film. Nonetheless, audiences seem to like it. I certainly did, and I think you will too. I liked it a lot better than friggin' Thor: Love and Thunder. That's for damn sure. And so did my kids. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Nice Moon Knights. Yeah, Sam, last night was a history special. Tell me about it, eh? Wayne, I want to see a Golden Age only What's in the Press or CGC unboxing. That doesn't happen very often, unfortunately. I just don't see a lot of... I see a lot of Golden Age books, but I don't usually send them in. They're usually sent in by their owners. A lot of dealers give me Golden Age books, and sometimes they don't want me to showcase their books, so I don't. There's a lot of books you guys don't see because the owners just don't want me to put them. Some of you guys write to me and say, Kevin, please put my books on What's in the Press or whatever. Every book's going to be on... Every book that comes back from CGC is showcased. But... people want to see what's in the press. Not everybody wants their books done. So, but yeah, I'd love to have a full Golden Age unboxing. Wayne, you ever going to move into restoration services? Well, funny you should mention that. I did talk a little bit about that not too long ago. As you know, I currently have a new person at the shop. Her name is Nipur. And she's working out really well, figuring out the pressing sort of thing. And Nipura's background is not in comic books. It's like an ancient text. She's a paper conservator from overseas. And she just actually immigrated to Canada. And I was lucky enough to snag her and employ her and bring her in. And again, while comics are not her first... foray into paper, she's learning the basics of it, but she's way overqualified, guys. Honestly, this woman knows how to do total restoration, and has worked on, like I said, she's used to working on paper that's like 500-600 years old, manuscripts, pieces of works of art, maps, vintage maps, that sort of, that's more up her alley. Much more fragile paper than the newsprint. But she's been at it for a couple of weeks. You guys all know Roy from Roy's Paper Heroes. He donated I don't know if he donated books. He said, Kevin, I want my books done. I said, well, I've got a young lady who's learning how to press and clean. Give her my book. So Roy happily gave us like 100 books for her to work on. I'm going to tell you, she already had the hang of it pretty quickly into it. But she's excellent. So to answer your question about restoration, when and if I ever get caught up with all this crazy pressing and cleaning, yes, it is something we're both interested in pursuing, offering restoration service to books or conservation, restoration, whatever you want to call it, leaf casting, that sort of thing. She can do it all. But again, we want to just get on top of the pressing and cleaning first. Yeah, so let's keep going here. Wayne says, Black Adam was entertaining. Yes, I thought so too. Mike Lemon says, isn't it in our constitutional right as comic collectors to see everything that's in the press? I'm sure that was in the Constitution somewhere. Michael, I agree. But some guys just want to keep their collections private, and I have to respect that. I know you're just joking about that, but some guys take it really serious. They do not want their books on air at all. And it's a shame because sometimes I'm working on some pretty amazing books I'd love for you all to see. They don't want pictures taken, or if they do take pictures, it's for their eyes only. They don't want it to be shared with anybody. So unfortunately, she can restore anything. She even restored my faith in humanity. Maybe she will. Wayne, that's what you need, an art historian custodian. Totally. She's excellent. And I have a fine arts background. She's got a fine arts background. She has her master's degree in paper conservation from Northumbria in the UK. This girl studied this for several years and worked in a museum for about 6 years, I believe. And was very excited when she saw what we were doing here. She was like all about it. And she's immersing herself in comic lore, and she's watching the movies and learning about, the history of comic books, and she's really digging it. So, hopefully she's here to stay if she's watching, right? And I'll probably bring her to a couple of future shows. at the Toronto Comic Book Show, so you guys can meet her in person. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh yeah, here are some more. Oh, nice. This one here was not cracked and pressed, but it was pressed and cleaned. And I'm so happy that it was, because look, a 9.8. Another one here. This was a 9.6, I believe, or a 9.4. This is all the same owner. This all belongs to the same owner. Back in 9.8. He'll be very happy to see that. A Silver Surfer number 1 in a 2.5. And another set of books here. We have a ASM 50 in a 3.5. Seven Secrets number 1. Again, I think a crack and press. A repress, I should say, or crack and press. I'm not sure if they were pressed before. If they were, they weren't done right. 9.8. And we've got an ASM 21 and a 3.5. All right. We have an ASM 101 and a 4.5. Okay, now that's as high as I can go. I'm gonna have to re-bag and put these back in the box. Hold on a sec, guys. We'll go over to. I'm just taking all the invoices out so my daughter can find them quickly. See what happens now, guys. Once I've done the video, I hand them over to Charlie, my daughter, and she takes all of these and she cross-references these with all your folders where all your orders are in, and she puts everybody's books in order for me, and it's awesome. I'm so happy she's learned how to do that. One less thing for me to worry about and do, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I got enough to do as it is. Yeah, so let's go back to the chat, see if you guys are saying anything else. Wayne also says, wow, I have some Platinum Age I can send in. I wanted to avoid Hero restoration. Yeah, why? I don't know. I always thought Hero had a good reputation. You know, what's going on with that? Wow. And Davey says she'll become your competition one day. That's why I have her sign a non-compete. Come on, guys. I'm not a fool. No, I don't know. You know what? I think she may get bored of comics eventually, you know, and may want to get back to her roots, get back to working on actual, you know, ancient pieces of artwork or what have you. In which case, there's nothing wrong with being a contractor, right? Where she'll, and I think most conservators tend to be contractors, or they'll go work for a museum for a given period of time, or to an independent, you know, person who needs that sort of work. I had a friend once who did the Fleming program, and where Nupur's specialty is paper, my buddy, his specialty was wood, like working on wood, old ancient wood or vintage wood pieces. And so he was actually hired straight out of college to go to the Parliament buildings in Ottawa and totally redo the entire, I've never been to the inner chambers in Ottawa, but it's all, you know, wood everywhere. The walls are, you know, solid wood, and it's wood trim. And so him and his team went in there and they stripped everything down and refinished it all and resealed it, stained it, and what have you. And that was, you know, that was a contract, right? So I would assume that most conservators are sort of like that as well too. Wayne says, Hero is good, but costs and don't want to send to USA. Gotcha. Okay. Again, I don't know when we're going to be. My first order of business is get caught up. And she hasn't started working on anyone's books yet, right? She's not there yet. Another week or so, and then she'll start helping me and Charlo out. And again, for those that are wondering, well, wait a second, I want Kevin to work on my books. I look at every single book, guys. Every single book goes through my hands. I was at the shop this morning, and I went through a batch of what Charlo was working on, and I pulled ones out I wasn't happy with, and he's going to go at it again, and I'll check them a second time, and a third time if need be. Or you know what? Sometimes I just get in there and just do it myself if I'm not happy with how things are looking, and that's going to be the way with Nupur as well. Like I said, the only time I'll stop doing that is when I get a batch where they're perfect every time for, like, say, a week. I'm like, oh, you know what? You finally have given me books that I can't see anything else you can do to them. When that day comes, then I will no longer be so picky, but I'm picky, guys. I'm a picky guy. It's my name on there, and I want to make sure everything's going well. But they know how to handle the books, and there's no chance of damage and that kind of stuff. It's more, do they have the skills to get specific problems out, and that's what I'm there for. If they can't do it, then I'm there to pitch hit or to give them advice or teach them how to do it, so that if they face it again, they can attack it on their own. Michael says, NDA, what happens in the press stays in next right. You know what? I've talked to other conservators too. It's funny. Some guys said don't put my comics on the show, but a lot of I've talked to other, I won't say pressers, but conservators, because I talked to other conservators before Nippur came on. There was other conservators I talked to, and they've all had to sign NDAs before they get the job. They don't want people to know what they're working on or who's got what or whatever. Seriously. So that's a common thing. It is what it is. Conservators should be freelance and able to go anywhere. Well, that's kind of how it is. I think that's generally how it is. All right, let's keep going here, guys, and we're never going to get through these. Next, we have an Avengers 57 and a 6.5. We also have an Amazing Spider-Man 210. I'm going through these quick. I hope I'm missing any cracks on these. And a 9.2. And Avengers number 8, first appearance of Kang. I'm sure this book's going to continue to go up. That's at a 4.0. Oh, another 4.0. An Amazing Spider-Man 20. Right there. We have a Silver Surfer, first appearance of Mephisto. And a 5.0. There's been all sorts of, chatter about who's going to be playing Mephisto in the MCU. Last I heard, it was Sacha Baron Cohen, and I think that casting is excellent. If he gets that, that'd be wicked. I also heard, what's his name from Walking Dead, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Nah, I think someone more charismatic, like Sacha Baron Cohen, would be ideal for that role. But again, who knows? Who knows? I also heard that Mephisto is going to be is going to make his appearance in Ironheart, which okay, whatever. I think she's getting her own TV series, right? I suppose. I don't know. Nippur went through the whole MCU movies. Like she's finished watching. She's on Endgame right now. She's loving it. And I said, well, enjoy it while you can, because after Endgame, it kind of goes downhill a little bit. Next, we got an Avengers annual number 1 and a 3.0. We've got a Hulk king size, or annual number 1 king size special. Just check to make sure there's no cracks on this one. And a 6.0. We've got Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. A book you don't see too often, number 1 and a 2.5. Nice. Oh, and with the nice label too. Look at that. We've got an what do you call it? Secret Wars 8 and a 9.8 with that awesome label. That does look cool. That looks awesome. Holy jumping. Check this out, guys. Cha-cha-ching. Whoever the owner is, if you're ever in the mood to give a tip, I'm happy to take one of these off your hands. That's a nice looking book, man. Wow. Making sure there's no cracks in it, that's all. That's great. 3 copies of that. That's a big book, boy. Oh, yeah, lucky I checked. Lucky I checked. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Let me check the other one too. I'm going to check the other one again just to be on the safe side. So one is cracked. One cracked slab, which is a real pain. Again, now more work for the comic doctor. The other one doesn't look cracked at all. All right. But 3 copies. That's beautiful, man. Nothing wrong with that. And that new label, those new labels are, I think, really quite nice. I just don't understand why they're, somebody said, I said, why are they retiring the labels? Like, why bother retiring them? And they said, well, it makes them more sought after. I'm like, but it's a freaking label. Like, are people gonna be that crazy over a label that they're gonna pay more money for a Spider-Man label, like, or whatever? You know, I think that's kind of silly. But hey, what do I know? All right, there we go. Let me just put these all back. I'll go back to the chat room there. Mike says, I trust Kevin completely, but I saw Charlie making paper airplanes out of the invoices the other day. Yeah, sure you did. Mark Planger, love that Hulk annual. Yeah, classic, eh? They used to have a label for that one too. Excuse me. Putting these babies back. Now this time, guys, we have 2 more boxes. I'm going to try to go through. I hope you don't mind. So 2 more boxes to share with you. Let me... I have to put you on hold here to go grab them. They're way over there. I think there might be a couple of big books in these, so you might want to stay put. Check these babies out. If you haven't done so already, while you're here, hit that like button, guys. Come on. There's 15 of you watching, 11 likes. Give me a few more likes. It does help me out again. And if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. I'm at 1801, I think, this morning. So 199 more subscribers, and I can finally give out all those awesome prizes. And if you don't know what those prizes are, I dropped the video, I think, yesterday morning, outlining all of the prizes that are now currently available when I hit 2,000 subscribers. And I got a feeling there'll be something else as well. So there might be. Check that video out. All right, guys, I'll be right back with more awesome CGC books. One sec. All right, we're back. Wow. Start us off with Jim's book, the Cerebus #1 and a 9.2. Not a bad grade at all. I always thought this would qualify as a magazine, but according to CGC, no, that's a comic book. So there it is. So that one there, pretty big book. And I hate these bloody magazine slabs. They make me so nervous. They crack way too often. Like I said, I'm almost considering not even sending magazines away because they're too damn fragile. All right, what do we have next? Oh, we got a restored book here, it looks like. Let's see what that is. Small amount of color touch on cover on a 9.2. Hulk 112. Or sorry, Fantastic Four 112. That's a famous cover there. We have Amazing Ghost Stories 14 in a 4.0. We got a Rogue number, what is that? Rogue number 4 in a 9.6. We have a Killing Joke in a 9.6. Gambit number 1 in a 9.8. Nothing wrong with that. And then we have a Rogue number 1 in a 9.8. Probably get one more on there before I have to kind of remove those and restack. We have a Wild Dog number 1 in a 9.6. Right there. All right. And yeah, let's go back to the chat because I have to restack these. I can't fit them in, unfortunately. It is hot in here. Woo! All right, what are you guys talking about? Dennis says Jack Kirby did the Howlin' Commandos. I had no. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. It's a book you don't see very often. A really underrated book. I just smoke on camera. Sam says, let the new boxes be from October 2021. They're coming. I got some October books heading back, Sam. Yours, I believe, should be here soon. I checked. I have one October book, our October order that's heading back as we speak. John from Kingston. I checked today. So if his books are heading back, most October books should be as well. Dennis says, I'm going to have this riff in my head all night. Well, be careful. Riff, song. Mike says, Cerebus, love that series. Yes, I never got into it, but it's quite popular. Davy Clare says, I think Marvel either had a problem that CGC were using Marvel copyright images on the labels and wanted to be compensated or stop altogether. Well, they still have labels, though. Though they pay them for sure. They definitely pay Marvel for the use of those images. I mean, they're getting, what, $5 US per? And probably CGC, they have to be making money or else they're not going to do it, right? But, yeah, I don't know what their arrangement is with Marvel, but certainly they are. It's all on the up and up there. They're certainly getting money for it. Is Killing Joke worth getting slabbed? I think at a 9.8 it is. I'm not sure about a 9.6. I haven't checked the prices. I think at a 9.8 the book's a few $100s. So yeah, sure it is if it's a 9.8. The break riff. Oh, there you go. I got you. Paul says, I'd still take that FF112.9 to a purple label. Nice. No, it is a great book. Beautiful book. James says, sweet grace. Thanks, Kevin. Wasn't expecting purple label. Yeah, neither was I. Luke says, isn't that FF Perp book the crack from the Halo or PGX one? I don't. If it is, you've got a great memory. James, yeah. There you go. There you go. Jeez. Luke, you got a great memory, man. I couldn't remember that at all. But James's book, he just confirmed it. Yes, that Fantastic Four 112 was from EGS grading. So there you go, guys. EGS graded Fantastic Four. Where is it? Right here. It was previously graded EGS with no mention of color touch. I'm going to see if I can see it. I can see where it probably is. I can see it now, right? Because I'm looking for it. Color touch is, once you're looking closely, it'll evade you. And obviously, EGS as a grading company does not look very, very closely. So be warned. Still a great book, though. And hopefully you didn't pay top CGC price for it, though. That's the key. Took a risk and lost. Well, hopefully, again, you didn't pay too much for that one, James. All right, let's keep going. We also have a Daredevil number 1. Not the Daredevil one you're thinking of. Right there in a 9.4. We have an ASM 212 and a 9.0. We have a Star Wars number 1 with a Tales of Suspense cover swipe for Boba Fett in a 9.2. And another one in a 9.6. These books needed a lot of work, I remember. An Amazing Spider-Man 239. Second appearance of the Hobgoblin. We've got a first appearance of the Black Mask and Batman 386 Canadian price variant in a 9.4. Let's put these babies away. All right, and Davey says, 9.8 Killing Joke average is 225 US, I would think. It's I think gone down. It was higher than that for a long while, I believe. I've seen them as high as I think 450, 500. No, am I wrong? I think that I've seen the Killing Joke go for at least that much at some point. So yeah, 9.6 wouldn't be really a 9.6. Then will probably drop into the 120s, I would assume, or even maybe under $100. So yeah, some people really like the Killing Joke various printings. There's like, geez, I think there might be even 6 or 7 printings of that. And some of the printings have low print runs, and so that makes them more desirable as well. So it is what it is, right? Right. We got one more box after this one, guys. If you're just getting here, you missed out on 2.5 boxes. You want to go back, you can check it out later. And if you're just getting here now, hit that like button, guys. Here we go. Let's keep going. We got an Avengers 196, first appearance of the Taskmaster. And an 8-0, that's a newsstand, I guess. We've got a Marvel Chillers number 1 and a 9.2. An X-Men 130 and a 9.4. First appearance of the Dazzler. X-Men 133 and a 9.0. Marvel Secret Wars number 1, 2015, and that's in a 9.6. Spider-Man 365 and a 9.2. And again, I'm going to have to go over here and repack these babies up. And like I said, guys, if you haven't checked it out already, I dropped 2 videos yesterday. The first video is a quick video outlining all of the prizes I'm currently offering on when I hit 2,000 subscribers. If you want to see what prizes can be had, head on over and check out that really quick video. And remember, Mike dropped off 2 additional slabs on Saturday to add to the giveaways. So the giveaways are, now we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 giveaways. 5 of which are comics, 4 of which are CGC slab books. And like I said, I'll probably add some more to that as well. So get on over and watch that video. And if you love Marvel keys, you got to check out my last episode of What's in the Press, featuring a lot of really awesome Marvel keys. Okay. All right, let's get back to this. We'll come back to the chat in a moment. We have Amazing Spider-Man annual number, what is it, 11, I think it is, or not even close, 21, not even close, Kev, in a 9.0, the Peter Parker issue. And then we have a 9.6, the Spider-Man version. That's the newsstand copy. We have a World War Hulk number 5 and a 9.8 white pager, Fighting Century. We also have an Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21 variant issue 9.0. And last but not least, we have a 9.6 Hulk number 1, featuring the first appearance of the Red Hulk, who I'm sure we're going to be seeing pretty soon. Pretty soon. All right, guys. So that's the third box. Another box right over there, and I have a feeling, just a feeling, there's some real doozies in there, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, I got to go up here. So I think does CGC charge comic price or mag price for the Cerebus? They charge the comic price, but because Cerebus is so expensive, it goes under walkthrough anyways. So the minimum fee for a magazine in walkthrough is the same as comic book, which is $150 USD. So kind of makes no difference really where the Cerebus is concerned. But any Cerebus book of that size is considered comic, not magazine. Wayne says 365 and 9.2. Why? Well, probably when these books came in, all that talk of Spider-Man 2099 was going on, so I saw a real influx of those books, or of that particular issue. Yeah. Mike says, nice X-Men. Thanks to the comic code. All those goons Wolverine killed actually survived. That's funny. Yeah, he schooled those fools, I tell you. That's awesome. Again, one of my favorite series, you know, and I think in terms of Marvel, X-Men, you know, from 94 up to like into the 140s is some of the best comic book writing and artwork we've ever seen. So that's pretty awesome. All right, so that box is finito. Now, one more box to go, and I prepped it during that last timeout, so Michael won't have to hum that music anymore. Oh, we got some yellow labels, friends. We got some yellow labels. You know what that means? Signature series. Worth less than cost and press. Yeah, it happens sometimes, Wayne. Love that dress, MJ. World War Hulk, and they got actually fashion designer to design that. Did they really? I would be surprised. I recognize those moderns in box number 3. Oh, Sam, are those yours? Thank you, Michael. History. ASM 365, you win some, you lose some. Exactly. Exactly. It is what it is. All right. Last box. I have several different orders here, guys. Let's see what we can start off with. Take some of the bubble wrap out. We have Avengers 55 in a 7.0 First Ultron. We have an Avengers 63 in a 7.5. These, I believe, are an economy order, guys. They look like an economy order to me. Oh, nice ASM 66 in an 8.5. Awesome Mysterio cover. We also have a Amazing Spider-Man 109 in a 9.0 white pager. Wow. There's some really awesome Amazing Spider-Man books the last few weeks. Next, we have a Daredevil number 46 in a 6.5. Oops. We have another Daredevil, 51 this time, in a 6.5. All right. Let's pack these babies up as we talk to you guys again. Oh, geez, I did it again. So what I'll do here, guys, is I'll put them away as you can see them, because I did it again. There you go. So there's the Daredevil 51. I'll just go backwards. I'll work backwards, guys. Sorry about that. The heat is getting to me. We got Daredevil 46. ASM 109. Get in there. These new bags are good, but they're hard to get the books back in. And they're very slippery. We also have an ASM 66. We have an Avengers 63. And we have an Avengers 55 First Ultron and a 7.0. Not a bad grade. Oh, all right. What do you guys can't see the books? Yeah, thanks you guys yelling at me here. What are you doing, Kev? Holy jeez. All right. David's here. Hey, Dave, good to see you, buddy. Kevin Horn's in the house as well. Came in and said hello. Okay, book's not on cab. We're not seeing the comics. Thunder Bay says, hey. Kevin needs another assistant. Geez, I could use a few assistants. Someone get Kevin a Coke to cool down. I just drank all my Coke. Now I'm going to have my water. But it is hot. I'm glistening, guys. I'm glistening. Woo. Very shiny in here. All right. Let me get the next batch of books out, because I have another close to 20 books to share with you. Guys, 12 likes. What's up with that? Come on, hit that like button, guys. It does help me out. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. Here we go. Next, let's go to the next screen, though. We have a nice early Hulk book. Hulk 108 and a 7.5. Here we go. Here we go. That's better. You got a Team Up 141 newsstand, Canadian price variant, and a 9.2. And we have some, I'm not sure if these were, yeah, these are just reslabs, guys. These are reslabs because they're old signatures. So it's kind of cool to see, right? One there. Another reslab here. And another reslab right here. Oh, is this a reslab? Oh, no, this is not a reslab. Oh! Whose book is this? I think he's here still. Is he still here? Luke, your book has arrived. This book is signed by Kit Harington. As you can see. And that, can I get in closer? Nice and zoom. So signed by Kit Harington just recently. And Luke also got a copy of another book signed by Daenerys. I forget her name. Emily something or other. That's pretty cool. Anyways, nice. So there you go. Luke, it's here. It has arrived. That's pretty sick. Is that high enough? Yeah, I think I will go back to the chat for a sec. Wayne, rule number 1 of sending comics in, count the pages. Well, yeah, you know, we all get a little lazy and we all take things, we all kind of think everything's going to be okay. And we all assume everything is going to be okay. That isn't always the case. It's a good idea. I mean, a due diligence, guys, count the pages, check out all the ad pages, make sure the ads are all where they're supposed to be and that sort of thing. It really is up to you. They're your books. You want to make sure, you know. Ronald's here. Hey, Ronald, I love Sergeant Fury and Howling Commandos as the art and story keep your interest. Cool. Water to wash down the Coke. That is right. Luke, it is yours, my friend. It is yours. Because you're the only one who I've submitted in for Kit Harington. But the other one's not back yet. But it'll be back soon, I'm sure. It'll be back soon. All right. What do we have next? What do we have next? We have a Conan the Barbarian. And I hope it's not cracked. Let's see. Doesn't look cracked to me. We have a Conan the Barbarian. First appearance of Red Sonja in issue number 24. Also have a first appearance of the Silver Age Two-Face in an 8.0 Batman 234. Wow, a DC book. A DC book. Look at that. It's pretty rare. Pretty rare in these parts, a DC book. We also have a Tales to Astonish 93 and an 8.0. It's a white pager, too. This is an awesome cover right here, guys. Right there. Also, wow. X-Men 50, 9.0 off white to white. Steranko goodness, guys. One of my favorites right there. Another one of my favorites right here is X-Men 49. First appearance of Polaris in an 8.0 X-Men 49. Another white pager. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. All right. Davy Clare, Luke, I am. Yeah, he's probably heard that a few times, I bet. Ronald says, Kevin, I have a Golden Age Canadian Captain America with some tape on it. To remove it, would that be conserved or best to restore the book, or would it damage the book? Ronald, it all depends. Sometimes if the book is very fragile and the tape is right on there, just leave it alone. Don't even take it out. The tape on the book currently will not give the book a restored grade. CGC looks at tape as just a way to keep the books together. It's not even a conserved grade. All they'll do is they'll make mention there's tape on the book. So a book of that vintage with the tape that's been on there that long, it may be better to leave it as is. Don't tempt fate. Don't try to remove the tape. Now there are, again, it depends. I have to see the book, right? There are different chemicals you can use to remove tape. It all depends on the type of adhesive that was used on the tape or by that or with that brand of tape, right? There's some adhesives that were made with animal byproduct, and there are tapes that are made with more like what do you call it, with with chemicals, I guess you could say. And so everyone requires a different way to approach it. Some water will take off some tape, but anyways, it really depends on how fragile the book is. If the book is really, really fragile, I would just leave it as is. I wouldn't even attempt to take it off. That's my opinion. Luke, hey, thank you. It came back faster than my UN and my economies. It sure did. David V says, I'm really appreciating the bronze books more as time goes on. Acetone, Goo Gone, rubbing alcohol. Yeah. You gotta be careful with all that stuff. Goo Gone especially. Well, if you like the Bronze Age stuff, David, well, how about some of this right here? How about a nice Tomb of Dracula 12? I think it's a Blade appearance. Yeah, second appearance of Blade right there. And I'll let you guys see that. Come on. There it is. We have also a Tales to Astonish 62, first appearance of the leader, and a 5.0. Nice copy of Fear number 1, in an 8.0. Another Bronze Age Butte right here, guys. A Marvel Premiere 15 in an 8.5 white pager. Nice. First appearance of Iron Fist. The book was huge. It dropped and is now climbing back up again. So might be a good time to pick that one up if you haven't already. You know what? I'm going to put these ones away and then I'll do the last 3 books. And some comments have come in. The solvent bath of comics scares me. The thought of wet cleaning paper is scary. And me too. I see guys, you know, taking the books apart, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know. Not for me. I'd rather not do it. Oh. James is regarding the tape. I got a message from Kenny Sanderson that the tape came off FF with minimal ink loss. Perfect. That's good. For me, I don't know how to ascertain what kind of product to use to remove the tape. I had an AF-15 recently that had tape on the back, and I have this chemical that I use, and it worked. It came off perfectly, and it dissolved the adhesive that was the leftover adhesive, and it actually evaporated and left no marks on the comic at all. It was really quite good stuff. But I've tried it on other tape and it didn't work at all. So again, it depends on what the tape is made out of. And again, guys like Kenny Sanderson who deal with this stuff all the time, they can tell you pretty quickly, you know, what, or even Nipur, who's now working at the shop, could probably tell you what the tape was made out of and what's the best way of removing it. And the reason why I didn't want to play around with yours, James, is because your book was so minty. It was so minty. I'm like, I don't want to touch this. If your book was like a 2 or a 1.8, you know what I mean? You could play with it and not be so worried it's going to hurt the book because the book's already a 2. But if you've got like a 9.2 or a 9.4 or a 9.6 book and you remove the tape and you scratch it or you just make it more of a mess, I'd rather not. Let the professional who has years of experience working on it do it, because that's not me, right? That's not me. And I don't want to. I never said it was me, and I don't want to play those games, so I don't. Why do I have an extra bag here and no comic? That is really weird. All right. Oh, so I didn't show you this one yet. All right, guys. Last 3. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man number 8, early ASM in a 5.0. Look at those yellows and colors, how they just pop. Oh, and I can't believe it. We are ending this unboxing today with 2 DC books. Look at this one. Origin of first appearance of Man-Bat in a 6.5. Again, the colors are beautiful. And another, is it broken? I thought I heard a crack sound. No, not cracked. Another copy of Batman 234 featuring the first Silver Age appearance of Two-Face in a 6.0. So that was 4 boxes, 1 cracked slab. Right here, from what I can see. Guys, thanks so much for coming out. If you haven't done so already, please, again, get on over to my Instagram page and follow me over there and check out some of the before and after pictures of books I am currently working on. I'll answer some of these last questions here. Wayne says, who is Kenny Sanderson? Sanderson Studios. You want to check him out over on Instagram. Wayne, he'll blow your mind some of the work this dude does. He's a restorer, conservator. He presses books too, but he does a lot more in-depth work. Like, you know, if you got books you want to have restored or conserved, he is the man to go to currently. He's busy. If you're good, you're busy, right? That's what happens. But he's a good man, and check his work out. It's pretty unbelievable. Kevin says, did I miss your opinion on Black Adam? Yes, you did. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I don't give it like a 10. It's probably like a 7.5. You know, 7.5, 8 maybe. It was a fun movie. You'll enjoy it. Luke says he does really good work on resto and leaf casting. He sure does. The adhesive world is infinite. Exactly. Very well said, Dennis. James says, if you go on the Instagram, he uses bath to put the book in and the tape slides off. Yes. Yeah, that's something I don't want to do, man. I don't even want to get into that. I wouldn't even want to get into that. That just in itself is like trouble waiting to happen. David, you too, my friend. You take care. Luke said, or James says, thanks again for your work. No problem. Wayne, is he better than Hero? Wayne, I've never used Hero. I don't know. I have used Sanderson, and he's great. So check him out. Go check out his. Honestly, Wayne, check out his page, man. You'll be blown away at some of the things he's doing. He does a lot of the leaf casting work. He does is pretty impressive, man. You're gonna like it. I've never used Hero because he's way too busy. And Kenny's pretty busy too, don't get me wrong. And I've kind of talked with Kenny back and forth now, so we got kind of a thing going. So I'd probably just, you know, I also, I've sent books to Phantom Restoration as well too. I think his name's Tim. He's a nice guy as well. You know, Tim, Kenny, and Mike over at Hero Restoration. Luke says most likely. Well, I don't know. All right, guys, listen, thanks again. Certainly appreciate you coming here. Have a great day. I've got more books heading back from CGC as we speak, so there'll be another unboxing in the near future. These books, don't assume they're ready for pickup on Saturday. I will contact you via text once they've been sorted, if you saw your books here, and I will contact you when they will be ready to go. Guys, have a fantastic day. On your way out, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Until next time, have a great night. Take care. See you on my next live stream. Bye for now.